Hey guys, welcome to AG Code's YouTube page, and today I'm with you with. Hey guys, welcome to AG Codes, and today I'll be working with you to create a Code Academy challenge project. The challenge project that we'll be working with today is the fashion blog. Okay, so as you see on the screen, I have my Code Academy page open, and you see we have three sections. The first section is going to be the steps, 17 steps to complete. In the middle, we have our text editor, and then we have our output. I will be walking you through this project through my own very own text editor. So you see I have that already open, and I'm working with VS Code, so it's a free text editor you can download. So let's get straight to it. Fashion blog. Let's see. Step 1. To start, add the doctype HTML declaration as the very first line of code at the top of the index HTML file. Add the HTML element below. Okay, so this is our index file. I named it fashion blog, but generally it's going to be the index file. And to complete this task, you're just simply going to insert as date. You don't even need to punch it. Just copy and paste, and here you go. You're going to insert the doctype HTML. Now, if you're working on your own text editor, as I am, you can also go ahead and type in HTML semicolon 5, and this will just give you a preset for the latest version of HTML5. And as you see at the very top, we have our doctype HTML as step 1 access. So if you're doing it this way, or if you're just simply going to type in doctype HTML, both ways are correct. Just go ahead and check off step 1 when you've completed that. In step 2, below the HTML opening tag, add a head element. And below the head element, add a body element. Okay, so just really quickly, the HTML language, English, just tells the web browser that you're going to be rendering in the English language. If you go to France, it'll say FR. If you go to Brazil, it'll probably say BR, maybe Spanish or whatnot. This is, you don't have to worry about it now, but that's what that means. So below that, we have our head element tag that it access to code in, and below the head element, we have the body element. So as you see, with our text editor in VS Code, it's been preset, but if you're using the Code Academy text editor, then just go ahead and code in an opening and closing element tag for the head, and then an opening and closing element tag for the body. And when you have that complete, just you can go ahead and check off step 2. In step 3, within the head tags, add a title element. The title website every day with Isa. So this title element wouldn't be here if you were manually putting everything in. As you see, the preset already came with essentially what most commonly will be coded here. So if you didn't use the preset and you're in the Code Academy text editor, then go ahead and code in your opening and closing title element tags, and in between the element tags, we're gonna give it the title every day with Isa. So you could just go ahead and copy and paste that, and we're going to paste that in between the title tags every day with Isa. So when you complete that, then you can go ahead and check off step 3. Okay, and in step 4, directly below the opening body tag, add an H1 that says an insider's guide to NYFW, New York Fashion Week. Below that, add an H2 that says getting tickets and picking the shows. Below that, add another H2, and that says dressing for the shows. So, okay, so the first one, we're going to add a H1 element directly below our body tag. So go ahead and let's add this H1 element. And in the H1 element, they are giving us the text that we want to render. So we'll just copy and paste and plug it in. Below the H1, we have an H2 element. So we're going to go ahead and tag that in. And once again, they're giving us the text that they want us to render. So copy, paste, and beautiful. And the last step is we have another H2. So let's plug in the last H2 and let's copy and paste the provided text. And there we have it. Alright, so if you have 3 header element tags, one H1 and 2 H2s with the provided text inserted in between them, then you can go ahead and check off step number 4. And let's move on to step 5. Here's Issa's first dispatch from Fashion Week. Let's add a blog post. Between the H1 and the first H2 tag, add a P tag that says, and we have some text. So let's look for the first H1 and the first H2, and it says between that we are going to put in a P tag. So that is our paragraph element tag, and very conveniently they provided us with content to paste inside. So there you have it. So we have our first paragraph in between our header 1 and header 2 tags. So if you copied and paste the text given in between those tags in the paragraph element, then go ahead and check off step number 5, and let's move on to step 6. Between the first and second H2 tags, add another paragraph and use add another paragraph to the post using the P tag. So between the first and second H2, so here's the first one, here's the second one. Let's go in between and plug in a paragraph tag, and let's copy the provided text and let's paste the provided text. Very good. All right. If you guys have a new paragraph element in between the first and second H2 tags with the provided text, then go ahead and check off step number 6, and let's move on to 7. After the last H2 tag, add a final paragraph that says, so we're going to copy this provided text, and after the last H2 tag, let's go after that, let's plug in a paragraph, and we're going to paste this text right here. So by step 7, we should have 3 header element tags with the provided text, and we should have 3 paragraph tags with the provided text in the challenge. So if you have that with me so far, then let's keep moving. Check off box number 7, and let's move on to step 8. Of course, this wouldn't be a fashion blog without some images. Above each paragraph, add an image tag and set its source to be one of the following links. So we are provided with 3 links in step 8, and what they want us to do is add an image tag above each paragraph tag. So we have 3 paragraph tags, so we're gonna add 3 image tags. So here's 1, here's 2, and let's get our third one in there. Very good. So 1, 2, 3, 3 image tags. But that's not it. We have to set the tags with the attribute, the source attribute. So we have to set the tag source attributes to the following links. So let's start with the first one. What we're going to do is copy the first link that they provide us, and we're going to go to the first image, and we're going to give it a source attribute of that link. And now we're just going to copy the second source and do the same, and we are going to copy the last source, and we're gonna do the same here as well. There we have it. Boom. So 3 images above our paragraph elements, all with the links provided as the source attribute, and I'm seeing a quick mistake, so here we are. We're gonna fix that. SRC, that is how we make the source attribute. So if you have those images with the coded in links, then go ahead and check off box number 8, and let's move on to step 9. Your blog post is complete. Now, let's add an image of Issa so her readers get to know her. Below the opening body tag, add an image tag with the following source. So, let's find the opening body tag to start. And here we have it. This is our body tag opening and closing. So, directly below, we are going to code in an image. And we're going to give that image a source of this link. Alright, so let's copy that and let's just plug that in. There you go. So step number 8, create an image tag and give the source attribute the value of the link provided. Okay, if you guys have that done, let's go ahead and check off step number 9 and let's move on to step 10. Below the image tag, add an H3 that says by Isabel Rodriguez 1 day ago. So we're going to go find the image tag that we just created, and directly below it, let's go ahead and code in an H3 element tag, and we're just going to copy and paste. Copy and paste. There you go. By Isabel Rodriguez 1 day ago. Copy and paste. Alrighty. So if you made your H3 element below the image tag that we just created and plugged in the provided text, go ahead and check off step 10 and let's move on to step 11. Issa wants her readers to know that she's written a lot more than one post. Let's make a list of some related blog posts. Beneath the last paragraph, add an H4 tag that says related content. Underneath that header tag, create an unordered list. Okay, so beneath the last paragraph, here's the last paragraph. Okay, we're going to add an H4 head element tag, and we're going to give it the name, related content. Okay, and before we check that off, underneath that header tag, create an unordered list. So let's get under there and let's make an unordered list. There we have it. So our H4 header tag with our unordered list. If you guys have that on your screen, let's check off step number 11 and let's move on to step 12. The unordered list should have the following 4 items: how to style boyfriend jeans, when print is too much, the overalls trend, false it color, blush. So let's give this unordered list the following 4 items. So let's get inside the list, and what we're going to do is we're going to have to create 4 list item elements for each list item that we're going to have to plug in. So here's the first one, 2, 3, 4. Then just simply copy and paste. How to style boyfriend jeans, just plug that here. When print is too much, let's plug that in here. The overalls trend, very good. And false it color, blush. Alright, false it color. There we have it. We have an unordered list with our 4 list items inside of it. So, if you coded your list the way I have coded it, then go ahead and check off step number 12. Okay, on to step 13. Let's get Issa's blog connected to the rest of the web. In the first paragraph, turn NYFW into a link and have it go to, and they provide us a link. Make sure to include the target blank attribute so that it opens a new page. Okay. Alright, so let's go in the first paragraph. Let's find the first paragraph, the first P element. Oh, and how convenient, it's right here. So, NYFW, we have to turn this into a link. So, in order to do this, we have to wrap these words in between the link tags. So, I'm going to go ahead and copy NYFW. Let's get rid of that. Now, let's create our link tag. Here we are. A creates a link tag. So, now, when I paste NYFW in between this link tag, it should create it should turn NYFW, New York Fashion Week, into a clickable link object. Now, to determine where this link links us to, or where this link takes us to, we have to give it a href attribute, and we're going to go ahead and plug in the provided link. Okay, so this is, and we'll paste it at the href. Alright, so now we have NYFW wrapped in a link tag that has an href attribute of where it's going to take us. But that's not all. Not only do they want us to go to an external Wikipedia page, but they want us to save our current page and open this page in a new window. So how do we get that done? With the target attribute and giving it the underscore blank value. It should open the link once clicked in a new window, and that way it saves our current window if we ever wanted to retrieve it quickly. Alright guys, so let's check off step 13 and let's move on to 14. Issa wants to make sure that her friends can get in touch with her. At the bottom of your body, add a new div and set its ID to contact. Inside the div, create a p tag and put the following contact information inside of it. Okay, so the bottom of the page, we are creating a div, and we're going to set the div's ID to contact. There we have it. Inside the div, we're going to create a p element, which is a paragraph element, and we are going to copy the given text, and we're just going to paste it in between. There we have it. So now we have our a div element, which seems to be a contact section. All right, guys, so let's check off 15. Let's head on to 16. Sorry, let's check off 14 and head on to 15. 15 is inside the div, put strong opening and closing tags around email, phone, and address. So inside the div, we have email here, we have phone here, and we have address. So we want to basically wrap these words in between strong tag elements. So very simple, copy, delete. Let's put in our strong element, opening and closing, and just repaste in between. And we'll do the same for phone. Copy, delete, strong, opening and closing, paste. And we'll do it once more for address. Copy, delete, strong, and paste. Alright, so now we should have our address, our phone, and our email text strings wrapped in strong opening and closing elements. Okay. If you have done that, let's go ahead and check off 15 and move on to 16. Let's make the profile picture link to the contact section of the web page. Find the profile image tag and surround it by opening and closing link tags. In the link tag, set the href to contact. So now we will find the profile image that we created, and what they're asking us to do is wrap it in between opening and closing link tags. So we are going to copy and paste the entire link for the image, and we are going to wrap it. So let's code in our link tag. This is our link tag, and inside of our link tag, we're going to repost our image tag, and back to the link tag, we're going to give it an href attribute of hashtag contact. And what that will do is this hashtag can be referred to as ID. So what this will do is hashtag contact will connect us to the div with the ID contact. So when we click on this link, it will connect us to this destination. Same way as when we have our link tags here and we click on this link, href, the wikipedia.org will be that destination for the link. Okay? So if you wrapped your profile image in a link tag and set its href attribute to be our div contact by simply hashtag contact, then you completed step 16. Go ahead and check off the box and let's move on to 17. Oh, congrats! You've got the beginning of a solid fashion blog. Feel free to make modifications and practice your HTML by adding more content. So we have our HTML page here. Okay, if you worked inside the Code Academy text editor, you should see your page rendering to the right in the provided output. But if you worked in your own text editor as I did, just go ahead and copy and paste your work. Go back into the Code Academy website because you want to get the credit. And you're just simply going to, let's refresh this because we have nothing. Okay, in your empty text editor, just paste all the hard work that you just completed and save it. And you should see your fashion blog pop up. And we have our profile picture of Issa. Okay, our H3 header. We have our 1, 2, 3 headers. The insider guide, I believe, was the H1, then the 2H2. We have our 3 images that were coded above our 3 paragraphs. We have our New York Fashion Week link that, when clicked, opens a separate window and takes us to that destination. We have our list that's been rendered with bullet points, and we have Issa's contact section that, when clicked on the profile image as a link, takes us to. Congratulations, guys. You just completed the Fashion Blog Code Academy Challenge. I hope that this walkthrough helped you out. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in, and check out my channel for more Code Academy Challenge walkthroughs.